I grew up on a dairy farm in a very small community. My parents were not religious and never attended Mass at the tiny Catholic church about 5 miles away, but Grandma did, and occasionally I went with her. As well, non-denominational services were held in the nearby town of Snelling, in the basement of the county courthouse. And often my mother would drop my brother and me off there to attend Sunday school. I loved the hymn singing. My first serious thoughts and curiosity about God occurred around the age of 13 in the mid-1950s. Up to that time, I had taken the necessary catechism classes, but even at that young age, I found them to be utterly lacking in meaning. For my 8th grade graduation, I requested a Bible. We did not own one. I know now that my thought adjuster had been busy leading me in my first tentative steps to learn more about God. By the time I was 15 years old, I knew in my heart that I was not a Catholic. My own sense of what God must be was so much more than the sterile, rigid doctrines that had been preached to me up to that time. During my first year in college in 1959, I attended the church services of a variety of denominations as I continued to look for my spiritual home, quote unquote. The next year, my roommate introduced me to Jeffrey Bedell, son of Clyde and Florence Bedell. We fell in love and married the following year. Jeff introduced me to the Urantia book. Clyde and Florence spoke highly of it, and I was very impressed with Clyde's devotion to it. During that time, I would occasionally pick up the Urantia book, more out of curiosity than anything else, and read at random an interesting paragraph or a few pages. At Christmas and Easter, I would read the accounts of the birth and death of Jesus. Nevertheless, it didn't take until I was ready. In 1968, we purchased a home in Chatsworth, California, near a small congregational church. We began attending the Sunday services. Over a period of a few months, the spiritual truths of the minister's sermons and conversations, combined with the way I saw him living and caring for others, was the catalyst needed to seriously begin my study of the Urantia book, to learn about Jesus and our Father. For so many years, my patient teacher was waiting for me to take this superlative book in hand, not to dust it, but to learn from it, to delight in its teachings, and satisfy my lifelong quest. What a godsend! I'm truly blessed and eternally thankful for this great gift.